All right, hello there. Hope you're okay. I'm really so sorry that I'm recording this video this time. Maybe I would have done this physically with you, but I believe this will be of good help. Um, so without wasting time, let's just go through a few things about managing WordPress website, and we move on. So as I told you before, once you've opened your site or you've visited the site as a just a normal visitor, yeah, front-end visitor, so you just go on this URL bar, and then onto the URL which has been put there, just put a forward slash, then add the word WP. Okay, so let me just change it to small letters, WP, then a dash, and admin. That's all you have to do. Okay, just hold on for a moment. Right, sorry about that. Someone had interrupted with a call. Anyway, let's just go ahead and log in. I hope I still remember my password of it, but let's try it out and see. Okay. Yeah, it's the same process that you'll be doing also from that side. We have two different accounts, my account and then yours, and I can also add other accounts if you need for other people who will be helping you to manage the site. So this is the default WordPress site that you currently using to manage your accounts or your website. Okay, let me just save this. So this is basically what appears when you log in, and all these should not scare you. Some of them I've never read because they're just like announcements and they're not so important. Yeah, but what is important is what we have on our dashboard here. All these are really so important, very, very important, from the posts, the media, the pages, and so on and so forth. So we shall be playing around with these things. The rest of the things I can do from the back end, and you shouldn't worry about them. So basically what we don't do in managing the website for you is doing the posts. That's why I needed you to be doing it by yourself, and to as tried to say it before, when you're posting, you just come to posts here. Okay, I think to make it easy, let me just open the website in another tab. So I'm just going to copy this URL and paste it over here. Then I remove this admin. Okay, so I can have it open in two different tabs. So we shall be viewing the changes from this and then this other one we shall use it from. So this is where we shall be viewing the changes from. Now once you log your computer onto the WordPress site, you can see there's this tab will always appear, so meaning you don't need to log in again. As long as you're using that computer, you can just click, but the next time when you switch off your computer and switch it on, you will have to log in again. Yeah, that's basically what happens. So let's go back onto posts. So I said before, you just come and click on posts. And the format I'm using is the basic one, so meaning there is nothing much complicated. I used Elementor to work on it, to draft it, and to style it up. But while posting, you can just use the default posts default WordPress post page. Yeah, so here, this is a draft that I was working on last time, so let me just go ahead and trash it because I don't want it to appear on the other side. So one thing you should know about posts is that you can post and keep it as a draft, or you can actually post it live directly. So you have that option. So if you're a busy person and you believe you may not have time to have all these stories posted, yeah, so you can just get some free time and post all of them as drafts, and when you get time, when the right time comes, you just go ahead and say go live, like that. Simple as that. So after accessing the post page, you come and click add new. Let's do that. As you click on add new, you will be prompted to a new window. So onto this new window, all you have to do is go ahead and paste your posts. That's why I always advise, if you can have your stories written somewhere, maybe typed in Microsoft Word, all you have to do in this case now will be just copying from Microsoft Word, then you paste. But if you also prefer typing it directly from here, then it's okay. So I expect search to also pop up, but it's okay, we're not interested in it, so we can just go ahead and close. But this is the default WordPress post editor. This is how it looks. I wouldn't advise you to use this Elementor or these other tools, yeah, because they are basically used for building the framework, and I've already done that. I don't want you to go through all that again. So all you have to do in this case now to come and type your title if it's not somewhere. So let me just type a title and say okay, let me just say Luke Davis. That's it. That's the title. Now when you look under the title here, you can see this plus sign. It means you can be able to add a block. So this block is just the structure or place whereby you're going to put the body of your story. So let me see if I have some stories here. This is an old computer of mine that I last used, I think 2 years ago, so I don't know whether I'll be able to access good stories. Okay, or long stories. Okay. I need a story. Let me check this out. Okay. Fine. Let me open one of my stories, an old story that I wrote sometimes back. So let's just. This is a book that I wrote. So we're going to just use it for illustration right now. Then later when I will trash it, I will delete it up. Okay, the things are taking quite long. Anyway, so let's assume that this is the body of the story. So let me just pick a part of it, and I will use it as the body of the story. Okay, let me just use this. So I will just go ahead and copy this and paste it the other side. So you now come to the block. You can, when you click on this, it will bring you a block. Then you can paste your story, Ctrl V to paste the story. So you can see the entire story that I copied from the other side has come. And this way, you don't have to worry about inserting the photo or what. Just put the stories. But be careful with the paragraphing and everything, because you have to do it from here. So if you feel this was one paragraph, so let's say this first statement up to here, it's one paragraph. So what you do here, if you want it to be spaced, you have to put another paragraph in another block. So I'm just going to copy this second one, and then sorry, I'm going to cut it actually. Then instead of putting it there, I'll go ahead and add another block. So when you add another block, it will appear as a paragraph. So now you can see we have one block up here, another block up here. So assuming we are done, this is the entire story, we can just go ahead and save it as draft, or preview it, or publish it straight away. Now assuming we have a photo to attach to this story, or we want a photo to appear on this story the way you've seen other stories I've posted, then all you have to do is on the right window or the right widget, we have other options like you have to make sure that the post is the one selected, because when you click on block, it will not bring you anything unless you have selected the block this side. So you select the post. So there are other properties or settings that you can adjust here. For example, the status and visibility. Would you want everyone to see this post, or you want only the people managing the site to see the post? So you can actually use the same thing to keep some of your documents. You can post your documents on the website, but you just make sure you change the visibility to private. Just simple. And it's the same way you can post as many stories as possible, and you keep it private. So when it's time to, this time comes, like the time you want people to read it, just go ahead and change the visibility to public. So other formats and all the rest of these things, I've already done the settings, so you can keep it the way it is. So we are still under status and visibility. Make sure you always check on the author. Yeah, all the stories I've posted, the author is USU admin. That means it's me who posted it. But when you click this drop down, you can see there are two accounts so far. There is my account and your account. But if, let's say, we had more accounts or many people managing the site, all of them would have their own accounts. So meaning, if someone posts something, you can tell that they're the ones who have posted, and that's how simple it is. So let's move ahead, and sorry about that. Let's go ahead to another setting. There is the template. This one you can just ignore. There's nothing much here, and all of this, they are not important. Now we shall come and talk about permalink later on as we end this. For now, let's keep it. Where I wanted us to start from is the categories. So when you come to categories, these are the categories that I've created already so far. It's good to put stories according to categories because it can enable someone to search for a particular kind of story. So the categories, we have stories of 2016, 2017, and even uncategorized. So let's assume you fail to put a category. Automatically that one will go to uncategorized. So make sure you always tick the right one. So let's assume my story here is of 2019. So you make sure you tick that one. Or if the category is not added, let's say 2022, you come and click add new category, then you can add the category. So let's move on. Next is the tags. If you want to add some tag, let's say tag other stories, the past stories or other posts, you can always add it here. But here you'll have to add the name or the title of those stories. You can tag it and you separate it with commas. That's it. Now another thing is, if you want a photo to appear on this story the way you've seen the rest of the stories, all you have to do is to come to featured image. Yeah, it's important not to put the photo or the picture on the body of the story, because it's also possible. But the problem is when you put it here, this photo will not appear rightly on different devices. It may appear well on the PC according to the resolution of the photo, but then on the mobile phone it may not look well. So the reason why we prefer to put it on as a featured image is because there it automatically readjusts itself to fit the settings of the device being used. So for now, let's say we have a picture, so let's just go and set a featured image. Yeah, now when you click on the that to anything to do with media, to add a photo, it will automatically open for you the media library. Now the media library is kind of a library that it's on the cloud storage currently, but it has all the pictures that you've used in the past, or all the pictures you've uploaded. And so you can also use the same media library to keep some of your files private. Let's say you have a song, or you have a photo or a video or something that you want to keep safe and you don't want people to access it, you can still upload it on the media library, and that means you can retrieve it anytime you want, because this cloud storage, it has a lot of advantages, and so many people have always used it that way. So all these are some of the photos we've posted before. So assuming we want to use one of them, we would just come and click. Now what if the photo is not there? So there you can come to upload files. So you can click on upload files. When you click on upload files, it will open for you this window where you're able to drop the files to upload, or you select the files. So let's say I want to select. So by doing that, it will prompt and open the document the storage browser, and from there I'll be able to select the photo that I want to attach or the image that I want to attach. So the problem is this is an old computer. I don't even remember where the pictures are. So let me just get some graphical content. So let's say this is the featured image. I'll just go ahead and click on open, and it will load by itself. But one thing I should let you know is to ensure that your site loads faster and it's efficient even if the internet speed is slow, what you have to do is to make sure every media content that you upload to be viewed on the front end, make sure that document is as light as possible. So if it's an image, you can first compress it. If it's a PDF, you can also compress it. There are very many compressors that you can use. For example, if it's an image, there is a compressor called Tiny. It's called Tiny PNG. It's what I normally use. It's for free. Yeah, but it's very good. Tiny PNG. Yeah, it will compress the size of your image, and once you download it back to your storage, you realize you've saved a lot of space. The lighter the documents, the faster the loading speed of your site. So basically that's what I wanted to say. And also same applies. So this is Tiny PNG. You can always just drag the photos and whatever and drop it here. It works with both JPEG and PNG. Yeah, so let's first compress this photo of ours, and before we upload. So sorry, the maximum size is 5 MBs, and ours is ready to be. So meaning, if for example graphical material, if it's you're working or you've tasked a graphics designer to do it for you in any graphics design software, you can always tap on them and remind them to use the lowest possible pixel size or pixel resolution. That way you can always have good quality, but in a smaller size. Yeah, so let's go back and let's go back on our post. Yeah, we were here, we were uploading this, so you can see the size is 214 kilobytes. So to someone outside, it will feel like no, this size is already small, but on a website, this is really big. It can actually make a website to load slowly, because now here we are talking about a blog, and we have a couple of photos, a couple of stories, a couple of documents, meaning we have to keep it light. Yeah, so for now let's just use it, because later on we are going to delete it. Then you click on set featured image. Yeah, it won't view here, it won't appear here the way it's supposed to appear the other side, but it's okay, we shall preview. So after that, I think basically we are done. We have put the tags, we have put the categories, and we have put the author. The date will come automatically. It's already set, it comes automatically. It doesn't come with the date of the computer, but the date, the standard date that the story was posted. So now, as you can see, this thing auto saves. Even if you forget to save it, will auto save, but it will save it as a draft. So let's preview it before we can publish. So you're free to preview it since this site was built as a responsive one, it can readjust itself to fit the desktop, a tablet, and a mobile. So let's first start with the desktop, how it would appear. So let's preview it. Okay, I would prefer we preview it in a new tab, so that we can always go back and adjust if we are not content with what we have done so far. All right. Okay, so now you can see what happens. You realize now this one becomes the heading of the story, or the header of the title of the story. This one, of course, prompts the reader to add comments. Now this is the category, and this is the author, just as we had done it the other side. And the story comes down under the featured image. So we can even check it for we can check it also for the mobile. Let's view it in mobile. Okay, sorry about that. Let's preview it in mobile in a new tab and see what happens. Not what I was expecting, but let's see it out. Okay, so in mobile it will still appear the same way, because okay, let's check it out. It's not bringing me what I wanted. I think it might be the effect of the computer or something. Yeah, but this story would appear the same way in a mobile phone. A photo will come on top and the stories down under it. So it's as simple as that. That's how you can always post. There is a more comprehensive video that I have done about this entire thing, but currently I failed to access it. So this one I just had to record it faster, just to undo the concern, the fact that I'm a little bit up and down and I couldn't get time to meet you. Yeah, so basically that's what you can always do in order to post updates or post stories, because once you post, automatically it comes the other side like this. Now remember, what we did, we saved it as, sorry, we were just previewing and the story is saved as draft. So if you want it to go live, make sure you click on publish. Please don't forget to click on publish. So for now, let us publish it. It will even ask you, are you sure you're ready to publish, blah blah blah, all this, and will give you this fast check. And you can see now this is the snippet preview. Now what Tony was talking about is what we call the snippet preview. He wants us to be posting snippet preview on Facebook or on the social media. Instead of posting the entire story on social media, we post a snippet of it on social media. So if someone reads that part of the story and they love it, of course, when you have loyal readers, they will be interested in knowing the entire story. So what they do, they will click the link that will take them directly to the website where they will read now the rest of the story. And that is very important, because it will be driving those people to your website. As they come to read the rest of the story from your website, they will be able to also see other things like home, blog, and realize other stories are there. They can also shop now, they can also donate. So it's very important that you always do that. And yeah, so that's basically what Tony was asking. And the back end part of it, I've already done it. That's why automatically it brings you this thing, snippet preview, because it's how it will preview. Now all you have to do as a front end manager or the author of the story, all you have to do is copy the permalink, then you go and paste it on the social media. So I had said before that okay, I think let's just post this story for now. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to show you even how to delete it. So let's post it. Okay, now once we post it, the story goes live. So if someone is on the website right now, is going to read my story right now. I'm sorry, but I'm going to remove it just now, so don't worry about it. Yeah, so what happens here is you have access to the permalink. So let me cancel this. What we talked about here, the permalink, is the link to the story, as simple as that. So it puts the default web address, and then it puts the name of that post. Yeah, so once we click on this link, it automatically opens the story where the story is live on the website to open for us. It's just like to preview, you can see. So that permalink automatically leads people up there. Now, but what we are supposed to do as a front-end manager, or what Tony was asking you to do, is to copy this permalink. So let's just press Ctrl C to copy, or you can right click and then you say copy link address. Now this link address is the one that you go ahead and post on Facebook. Yeah, so I'm just going to open my Facebook and try to post it there. Of course later on I will still delete it, and we'll see. Okay, being in Uganda also, you have to be with a VPN to access this. Anyway, as the VPN is still loading, I'm going to request you, if in case you find any difficulty, always just feel free to call me. I'm always so busy, but I can never be too busy for my clients. So when you just give me a call or a text on WhatsApp, I'll definitely be there to help in case of anything. So basically that's it. All right. Wow. So the VPN has changed my IP address, and now I'm having to fight all these difficulties. Okay, let me just get back in now. Sorry about that. Apparently, Facebook has failed to open on my PC. I don't. This is an old PC. Even the browser I'm using is outdated. Yeah, but I think it's okay. We can finalize even if we fail to open Facebook. So what I was trying to say is, just go on Facebook and you paste this link on Facebook. Now the problem is, once you paste this link on Facebook, it will just bring the snippet only, and it's kinda not so recommended. Of course, the snippet comes with the photo, like the featured image. That's why we use the featured image instead of just attaching photo, the way I was talking about that last time. So when you put a photo here instead of a featured image, it will not appear on social media when you take it the other side. So you go ahead, paste that permalink there on your post page. I was saying there is a problem, a slight problem. It becomes boring. It's not so attractive because the snippet is so short. It may not be the best line of the story appearing on the snippet. So what you do, you can still come back here and copy the most interesting line in this story. Let's say, assuming this was the best part of the story, you can copy this part of the story. Then you go ahead and also paste it there on Facebook. So what happens here is, you first paste the most interesting part of the story, then you paste the snippet, or the permalink rather. You paste the permalink after it or down under it. So the permanent link will appear as a link that someone cannot click on, read more or what, but once they click it, it takes them straight to the website. So these other words, the most interesting, most attractive line is just to attract the readers more. It may not be the first line, it may be in the middle of the sentence, it may be a summary of it. It's very important for you to do that, because if you don't do that, it's just the snippet of the story that will go, and the snippet is always picked on the first few lines, like first 1 or 2 lines of the story, and it may not be as interesting as it is. And that is it all. The other work is mine. The back end part of it, I've already done it, and I'm going to do something smaller. I'm still going to adjust that. Once you post it that way, automatically it will reflect, the comments will reflect on the website. So that's a part that I'm working on currently. Otherwise, thank you so much. In case of something, or if you don't get something clearly, just let me know, and maybe I can explain it further in a phone call, or I can do something like that. I'm really so sorry I'm not doing so well. I'm not in my best. Yeah, so for now, let's have that. I hope it will be of great help. Thank you so much. Have a good day.